Good morning, friends, or afternoon, or evening, or whenever you're watching this. Thank you for clicking on the video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Lexi, if you didn't already know that. And today I'm going to do a full day of eating. So a little update. It is Wednesday, December 14th. I don't know if you can see that. It's 9:04 a.m. and it is finals week for me. I actually took one final yesterday, which was early. I don't think finals actually start until today or tomorrow, but I don't have another one until Friday, and then I have another one on Monday. So today I'm just going to be studying, which is why I figured I would do a full day of eating, because I can just show you my food since there's nothing exciting going on in my life. But besides just studying and eating, the only other thing I might do is go get my nails fixed because they are ratchet. Like other YouTubers I see, they'll be like, oh my god, my nails are so gross, they have like one chip in them, and I'm like, excuse me. So there's no excuse for my nails to get this bad, and I can't take them off because it's gel. So I'm gonna go do that, and I have a workout later. Besides that, my face is going to be in my books. But yeah, oh, I guess I should tell you my macros that I'm hitting today are 150 protein, 160 fat, and 400 carbs. I'm not sure exactly how many calories that is, but I'll put it right here. And then I'll put the macros for each of my meals across the screen as I eat them. So now I'm gonna go make breakfast, and I think my roommate's sleeping, so I'm gonna be quiet. But we're making waffles. Starting the day off on a good note, you know? Okay, so I just made breakfast. I didn't show you guys because I've showed you how I make my waffles a million times, but I'll put the recipe in the description box. And just have waffles with, I'll usually make them with 10 grams of coconut oil on top, banana, blueberries, almond butter, and I'll put the macros across the screen, and coffee. So I have time to make waffles today, which is the only reason I'm making them. Make studying a little easier, but now I'm gonna go stuff my face in some books. It's like 11:30 right now, and I was studying for a little bit, and then I was just like not being productive, so I came out into my little living room area, and I just had a bigger table too because I have a lot of books and stuff. So sorry, I just wanted you guys to be able to see me. So I did that, and I don't know, been making a lot of progress studying for poetry. But I asked on my Instagram and Snapchat because I figured like I'm not doing that much today, so I might as well like make this a little more informational. And I asked if you guys had any like questions or anything you wanted me to talk about, and that was only like half an hour ago, so I don't know if I'll get more, but there's a few really good ones that I got, and so I just thought I might as well take a little mental break and answer a couple questions right now. So one that I get asked a lot, actually, whoa, is if it's bad to mix fats and carbs in meals, because a lot of people do have like fat dominant meals and carb dominant meals. And I think there's a lot of talk about pre and post workout having super high carb, low fat, and the rest of the day eating high fat, low carb. And honestly, at this point, for me at least, again, like I'm eating a lot of fat and a lot of carbs, like it would be kind of really, really hard to not mix fats and carbs. So you guys will see throughout my full days of eating, most of my meals are pretty balanced. I personally do try to keep fat a little lower, especially post-workout, just so that my body can like metabolize the carbs and protein faster. But I think, honestly, people say to eat well-balanced meals for a reason. If you are on decently high macros, I don't think that's an issue. I would just say the main thing is to make sure that you're getting a good source of protein in at every meal so you can keep protein synthesis going, if that's even the word, I don't know. But yeah, I'll probably make lunch pretty soon because I need to get on with my day, but I'll catch up with you guys then. So I totally lost track of time, and it's like 1:10 right now, but I'm making, this is just rice and chicken And then I have 10 grams of olive oil and asparagus, and put an egg in there. I don't know, it just gives it really nice flavor. So that's what I'm up to, and I'll show you when it's all ready. The lunch is ready. I definitely ate this in my last video, but I eat it a lot, honestly. It's just something that like tastes really good and digests really well. But you guys saw everything I put in it, and then I added 50 grams of avocado and 50 grams of macadamia nuts, which I know sounds so weird, but if you're on high fat macros, they're like a lifesaver, and I think they taste really good. They just like add a good crunch. But literally, they have, I don't know if you can see that, 28 grams, has 21 grams of fat. So it's a really good source of fat. But I'll put the macros for the whole meal across the screen, and I'm just gonna eat this and keep studying. Oh, also I ran out of green dragon sauce, and I'm kind of upset about it. Like, I don't think I've ever eaten this meal without green dragon sauce. It's a sad day. Lunch has been completed, and my verdict is that it loses half of its deliciousness points without the green dragon sauce. But whatever, it was still good. But now it's like 1:50, and I'm gonna take a little study break. Hello, hair. And I'm just gonna go do my nails, and I need to stop because I need more cereal. Lexi probs. So I need to take these out to the trash, but I'm gonna put on shoes and get ready to go. So excited to leave this damn apartment.
Want this real out, but you wouldn't bite that.
Does anyone else hate this song? Because I do. I don't know, I just think it's so depressing. It's like people like complaining the whole time. It's like, figure your shit out, okay? I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go pump myself some gas now. Okay, so I just got to the nail salon back there. It's called LV Nails, and they always do a really good job. So I'm about to get these suckers all fixed. But I just got a question that I thought was really good. And it was, how when you're on high macros do you avoid looking like you have a food baby all the time or getting super bloated? And I mean, I just ate and my stomach is distended. Like, you can't really avoid it to a certain degree, but what I found is eating stuff that's like a lot lower volume. So you guys just saw that I had like rice and chicken and all that stuff, and like, yes, it was a big bowl of food, but it didn't have that much fiber. So fiber is one thing that when you're on high macros, it's really easy to have go out the roof, and that will make you very bloated. Too much fiber is not a good thing, okay? And the other thing is, if you're eating like a ton of vegetables and stuff that's like low calorie, high volume, like that takes up a lot of space in your stomach and will make your stomach distended. Again, to a certain extent, like you can't really avoid it. So I'm like having a conversation with my camera in the middle of a parking lot. But yeah, nail time. Treat yourself, right? I literally get anxiety. Okay, so that literally took forever. It's like almost 4 o'clock right now. But I got my nails done. I just went with a really light pink. I don't know. I was just feeling something like easy and clean and simple. So that's what I did. I don't remember what the color is called, but it was like a light pink OPI color. I was gonna go to the grocery store and then to Starbucks. That was like my initial plan, but the only thing I need from the grocery store is more Captain Crunch. Yeah, that's it. And yes, I was going to go to just get cereal. And Starbucks, I am about to take pre-workout, so I just think that would be stupid. So I'm gonna head home now so I can change and get ready to go to the gym. But yeah, I'm gonna go home and eat, and I'll see you guys there. So snack is ready. Just having 2 of these waffles with 1.5 servings of just regular whipped cream cheese and 1 serving of regular red raspberry preserves. It's just Kroger brand. And then I have 50 grams of rice Chex with some cashew milk and 15 grams of PE Science chocolate cupcake protein powder. So I'll put the macros across the screen and I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm gonna change and get myself ready to go to the gym while I'm pre-workout eating. That was stupid, take a bite right then. I thought I would answer a couple questions that I got just in regards to meal timing. And like the types of food I eat throughout the day and pre and post workout. So I typically eat like 5 times a day. I'm just going off of me, and I got a lot of questions saying like, is it bad to only eat like 1, 2, or 3 times a day? Like, is it better to eat small meals? I'm gonna answer that as like my answer to everything. You have to see what works for you. If I don't eat like sporadically throughout the day, I get like super low energy and hangry and bitchy, and like you do not want to be around me. And to be honest, if I tried to fit my macros into like 2 or 3 meals, I would probably die. But I think it just depends on you. Because, and then also just like in regards to like the types of food I eat, people ask how much like sugar I eat. I don't track it. I don't care. I think as long as you are getting in complex carbs, vegetables, protein, all that kind of stuff, you're good to go. So I like to have something sweet like pre-workout, and then I always have something sweet before I go to bed. That's just how I do it. And I do eat like rice and chicken and vegetables and healthy sources of fats like oil and all that kind of stuff. So it really just like depends on you, but I don't track it. I think if you're eating so much sugar that you like don't feel good, that's not good. If you're eating so much sugar it affects your performance, that's not good. But I don't think it's something that you need to stress about. I'm gonna eat this like fast and then get ready to go to the gym. So see you guys in the next clip. Okay, so I just realized I was using 2 PE Science products and a PE Science shaker cup. Did not mean to do that. That wasn't like purposeful product placement. I'm not affiliated with PE Science. I actually switch up my pre-workout all the time. I just happen to be using PE Science Alphamine and Apple Teeny today, just because I was feeling it. It's just like caffeine pre-workout. And then 2 scoops of Blue Frost High Volume, which is a pump product, and I'm hitting shoulders. So I actually only take high volume on upper body days. It's too much on lower body days for me. But I'm just going to sip this on the way to the gym, and then I put some rice in the rice cooker just over here. But regular jasmine rice, I use 100 grams, which I measure dry. And then I just put water in there, and it just cooks it and leaves it warm until I get back and I'm ready to eat dinner. And now I'm gonna hit the road. I'm actually really excited. Shoulder day is my favorite, so let's hit it.
Always end up on the radio.
Because you're always doing something.
When you hit every single red light on the way to the gym and your pre-workout hits you hard. So it's like 7:22 and I just finished up my lift. Well, I take that back. I finished my lift and wrote an Instagram caption, which takes me like 10 minutes at least. I don't know. Comment below if you struggle thinking of Instagram captions, because I do. It's like easier to write really long ones than short ones, and I didn't want to write like an essay, so I don't know. But one of the questions I got actually was, how long do my workouts usually take? And I'd say usually they're like an hour and a half, give or take, depending on how social I'm being. But that includes me like warming up, stretching, if I do that, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so today I was there a little over an hour and a half. It was really good, and I'm actually really pissed because I was gonna go across the street to the grocery store to get my Cap'n Crunch, but I forgot my wallet. So we're gonna figure out something else to eat later. But I'm actually really hungry, so I'm going to go home and make dinner. See you there. So I'm home and I just made dinner, and this is what it looks like. It looks weird, but it's basically just like pasta with marinara sauce, but it's made with rice and not pasta. Does that make sense? Anyways, it's rice with broccoli and then 3.5 ounces of 93.7 gram turkey, and then a serving and a half of this tomato sauce, and some broccoli and spinach, and then 2 servings of cheese. And then I'm also having Powerade. I have one of these like every single day. It's like my treat after my workout, and I always take a serving of creatine. It has helped my strength increase a lot, and it has also like made my muscles a lot fuller. So I take it every single day. But yeah, I think I'm going to study a little bit and then start editing this vlog. So I'll catch up with you guys later. Okay, I didn't feel like holding my camera, so I have you guys set on my counter, but you guys already know I'm about to have my glass of wine, and I do have a glass of wine probably like 5 nights a week, I'd say. And I've explained how I track it before, but I'll explain it again. So a glass of wine typically is like 130 calories, 6 ounces. So I like measure it out on my scale, and I typically count it as 15 grams of fat, or I could count it as 30 grams of carbs. But it's harder for me to hit my fat macros, so I like to count it as 15 grams of fat, and I have the macros to do it, so why not? 2 other things that I wanted to bring up before I forget are, 1, I have an Airbnb booked with a bunch of friends, Sam and Nick and Lindsay. I'll link all their channels below, and other Sam, who doesn't have a YouTube but she has an Instagram, so I'll link that below. But I really want to meet all you guys at the LA Fit Expo, so comment below and let me know if you're going, and we'll set up something so we can all meet. And then also, Taylor, my roommate, wants to do a YouTube video together. Well, I want to do a YouTube video, and she's down. And so we're thinking of doing like a roommate tag or something, but also let me know if you think that would be funny, because she's my best friend and she moves out after finals, because she's like a 5th year senior, so she graduates like now. So sad. But yeah, let me know those 2 things, and I still have another meal to eat, so I'll show you guys that. So it's 10:30 exactly, and I just showered, and I'm working on the thumbnail because it's all edited. But I'm about to make dessert, and I'll show you guys how I make it. But I thought I would answer the big question that I got asked like 10 times today, and that is, how is my metabolism so fast? Honestly, the answer is like really simple and anticlimactic. At least 90% of it is genetics. My whole family has really fast metabolism. I was always that kid growing up who ate a shit ton. And my metabolism is very adaptive, so I can eat a lot less and maintain my weight, but it takes a lot of food to gain weight. So I'll gain weight really fast when my macros first increase, and then it'll plateau really, really fast. So that's just like the quick answer to that, is I've had a really freakish metabolism my whole life, but I'm like an outlier on the spectrum of macros. So I'm gonna make dessert, and I'll show you guys that if my roommate's not asleep. Sleeping, but this is what it looks like. It's really good. Don't knock it till you try it. It's like literally been my go-to every night. And then I'm going to put 6 servings of this whipped cream, which has 1 gram of fat and 1 gram of carbs per serving. I'll put the macros across the screen. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I feel like they get kind of boring because I eat the same thing like all the time. But if you got something out of it, or you just found me entertaining, please like the video. It helps me a lot. And comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.